In this video, we talk about self-discipline and how it positively affects your life. The fact that you clicked indicates that you have the free will and curiosity inherent in an ordinary human being, but it does not define whether you are disciplined or not. What defines it is the centuries-old teachings of the famous Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD, who changed the way we look at life. During his reign, Marcus Aurelius found opportunities to create a collection of personal writings known as the Meditations. In these texts, the Roman emperor shared his thoughts on personal development. In this video, we will talk about 10 steps to help you build self-discipline. As always, stay focused, stay strong, and watch the video to the end. Put down your phone, stop paying attention to multiple things at the same time, and focus on one thing, my friends. This will help you significantly. First, define your purpose. Among the teachings on self-discipline in Aurelius's writings, discovering your purpose stands out. Marcus Aurelius says, "I have to work. I'm a human being. I fulfill my purpose for being here." Every individual who comes into this world has a purpose. We have to find this purpose in our own nature and fulfill it, because this is what motivates us to get up every morning. This sacred purpose is our responsibility. If you understand the connection between your goals and your tasks, you significantly increase your chances of completing those tasks. For example, suppose you have a flat tire and you need to change it. Your goal is clear: to change the tire as quickly as possible to continue your journey. You will accomplish this task regardless of your feelings or any fatigue. The biggest catalyst for self-discipline is to have a reason to complete the task. If you don't know where to start, start now. If you aspire to be a writer, no further motivation, research, or advice is required. Just start practicing what interests you and continue steadily every day, because it is your purpose that will ignite your inner drive, motivation, and effort. Trust yourself and your desire to achieve. Strive to become the best version of yourself, and visualize your goals in your mind to focus on. Once you have set a solid purpose, it is time to develop a pragmatic action plan to help you achieve your goals. This is about sticking to each of the small steps you will take on your way to the goals. It is crucial to be fully committed to doing what is necessary, regardless of the challenges that arise. Self-discipline is the ability to take action, to do what needs to be done, regardless of your physical, mental, or emotional state. The way to have the things you want in your life depends on your ability to take action and take the necessary steps to achieve your goals. Start by creating an effective action plan with a deadline for achieving your goal. Also, this plan should be structured around milestones that break down your goal into manageable chunks. Using Marcus's teachings will enable you to make progress towards the desired outcome in a short period of time. This puts you in strategic control, and you gain a sense of mastery over the tasks and projects you execute. You must be in a constant state of action, never letting your mind and body stagnate. Stay away from feeling overwhelmed and aimless. Think that these concepts don't exist, because if you are still breathing, there must be a purpose, right? A personal and divine purpose. For that, you have to develop your self-discipline every day. Self-discipline cannot develop where there is stagnation. Move forward every day, build your life step by step, and enjoy every achievement as much as possible. Even after creating a solid purpose and a practical plan, many of us fail to achieve our goals, often experiencing disappointment due to lack of discipline. We have to commit ourselves to what needs to be done every day. Yes, it is a very challenging mental process. Many of you will fail. The burden will be too much. You will give up. But you have to understand this very well. Failure is part of this journey. Every person who has changed the world has experienced these feelings and overcome them and moved on. You have to build your life step by step and enjoy the small steps as much as possible. You need to invest countless hours of work before you start reaping the benefits of your actions. Self-discipline develops the habit of consistency. You must have the discipline to be motivated to do something over and over again until it becomes your own inner nature. So even if what you have to do is to make little indulgences like not exercising on a daily basis, that doesn't define who you are. It shapes your discipline, willpower, and ability to keep going. A bad day doesn't have to turn into a bad week. A bad week doesn't have to turn into a bad year. Every morning when you wake up, remember that it's a new day, a new opportunity, and focus your attention on what is in front of you, life itself. Don't complain if you have a headache. Don't complain if you have problems in your relationship. Do what will move you forward. Facing challenges, testing ourselves on a regular basis, and moving on despite some situations can be overcome through disciplined decisions that will lead us to the best version of ourselves. This makes us more resilient when we face real challenges. You can also choose not to use social media for a few days or put your phone on airplane mode. By doing this regularly, you will begin to understand scarcity and challenges and realize that it is possible to live with both. Apply the principle of the dilemma of control, realizing that you have power over your mind, not over external events. You have a goal and you are working on it, but then you are disturbed by thoughts and worries about something beyond your control. The best approach in these situations is to apply Epictetus's principle of the dilemma of control. Distinguish between what you can control and what is beyond it. If you accept what is beyond your control, you will experience serenity. When you feel distressed and preoccupied, remember, is there a problem in your life? No. So don't worry. Is there a problem in your life? Yes. Can you do something about it? Yes. Then do what needs to be done. No. Then don't worry. Never take the role of a victim. Do your job without complaining. Have you ever said any of the following statements? I was born into these circumstances and never had the opportunity to learn anything different. My parents set a very bad example. Everyone behaves this way. These are excuses people use to accept the way they are instead of making an effort to improve. You must take responsibility. Victim mentality is the enemy of mental resilience. You may be guilty, but the course of your life depends on your ability to identify what is under your control and act on your own decisions accordingly. Your mind automatically chooses to go into complacency mode, but you must instead train your mind to approach situations as, I can solve problems. This is very important. It is certainly easier to blame others when things go wrong, but only those who have mental control can move forward and make things right, even when the fault is not theirs. Those who shift the blame to others can never move forward. Those who take responsibility for taking action can build their lives. Try to understand the words of Marcus Aurelius. You were born to fulfill your personal purpose instead of doing things and experiencing them. Don't you see the plants, the birds, the ants, the spiders, and the bees, all living creatures fulfilling their individual tasks, striving to put the world in order as best they can? Why don't you struggle to do what nature requires? Imagine attending a party or an event where you have promised yourself to lose weight and you are greeted with plates full of delicious and tempting food. If you give up and fill your plate with calorie-laden snacks, this can damage your diet. Instant gratification can cause you to break your promise to yourself. How can someone build the life they want if they can't even keep their promises to themselves? The ability to lose unwanted weight and focus on your goals is often called self-discipline, and delaying gratification is often seen as a central part of this behavior. We need to postpone what we want now in order to achieve something better in the future. Ignore those who oppose this approach. When someone blames you, hates you, or criticizes you in a bad way, look into their soul and see what kind of people they are. You will realize that you don't need to worry about their private opinion of you. When you step out of the norm and claim to believe that you have a special purpose in life and that you are ready to do whatever it takes to achieve it, those who oppose you will be influenced by your words. People who criticize, object, or oppose something, they like to disagree and say no. They are often afraid of progress and oppose everything. Don't let their opinions undermine your self-discipline. You can do this with an iron self-belief. Don't worry about the opinion of someone you don't know or respect. You must realize that it is as useless as worrying about the weather. It is a waste of energy. They do not deserve your attention. They will not be able to disturb your peace as they wish. Don't give in to what these people say. Focus on actively seeking honest feedback from people you respect. But if someone has a history of being consistently oppositional, ignore them. Seek out wise people to inspire you and try to make friends with people of good character to shape your life and theirs. More specifically, your role models can include friends, family, and colleagues who have achieved the goal you are working towards. Ask yourself this: who is achieving this right now? Who has successfully achieved this goal? Who has successfully practiced this habit? Who is demonstrating the self-discipline needed? What can I learn from this person that can help me on my journey? One of the most effective ways to develop more discipline in self-awareness, self-examination, and self-determination is to examine and identify your weaknesses. Be extremely honest with yourself and use the time you have to connect with your own self. Consistently practicing the assessment every night will increase your self-awareness at every stage of the day, because you will be actively gathering information to create constructive answers to these questions. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where was my discipline and self-control tested? How was my willpower and performance? What did I do wrong? Why did this happen? How can I improve? Now you have an idea of how you can improve tomorrow. But don't blame yourself. Forgive yourself. Have compassion for yourself. Thanks for watching the video. If this content has added value to your life, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have watched the video so far, don't forget to write "Stay strong" in the comments. I look forward to your questions. Take care of yourself. Stay strong.